Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my September book haul part 2. So I did a book haul earlier this month, or in September, that was all the stuff I bought on vacation, which was a pretty good sized book haul. This is actually pretty mild for me, the second part, but the first part kind of zeroed out. So actually, I forgot to check my numbers, but when I do my stats, I'll know how many I bought for the whole month. But here I bought 9. I have 9 other books to show you that I bought at other times beyond my vacation. So not too bad, but if you count my vacation books with that, yeah, I didn't do so good this month either. Anyway. And you'll see another book haul later this week, so stuff I've already bought in October, so it's not going well. Anyway, so we'll start with the books that I bought at a library book sale. I saw a notice go up on Facebook from one of the local libraries. The county that I live in has book sales at each of the locations. Like, they don't do a really big one like the one that I got to go to this weekend. So the county I go to, so there's sporadic ones all the time. So mostly during October. And so this one actually took place in September. So I just stopped by. It was really a teeny sale, but I still bought 3 books. So the first book I found was Almet. And again, I spent $2 on all these. By Fiona Mosley. This one was a really big, probably like 2 years ago, I think. It's a really nice one with deckled edges and flaps. It was, it's pretty good. Anyway, so I've always wanted to read this since it was a Man Booker finalist back in 2017. Because I remember seeing it a lot on things. I just never, I didn't pick it up. But I think it has to do with a family in rural England, and I think it's kind of told from the son's point of view, and I'm not quite sure anymore what all happens. So they're just not in, I think their father is staying on land that's not theirs or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore. I just remember it was one of the books that I actually did want to read from that list. I also picked up The Life We Bury by Alan Eskin, and I think that's how you say, I don't know how you say the last name. Sorry. I did see this on several people's like book hauls last year or something, I think. And I know it has to do with a college student goes to interview, I don't know if it's a neighbor or something, and he is a dying Vietnam veteran, and he's going there to get his story for this class assignment, and because and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's like he's not really telling the truth about his life, and I don't know, I just remember somebody said it was kind of spooky or something, so I don't know. It's on all the, like, it was like a finalist for like the Edgar Award and some other awards, and I think it's supposed to be, so like a mystery of some sort. But I heard it was good, and I saw it there, and I picked it up. That's kind of how that works. And then I also picked up a book, I must have seen this at Pal's at one point, but it was Paris by the Book by Liam Callahan. And it has to do with, I think some writer goes to Paris, and then he goes missing. And then I think his wife goes to find him, and she finds kind of a manuscript, an unfinished manuscript, and one she didn't know about. So I don't know anything beyond that. Again, it's one of those book, like, like a series that has, or there's like I have like a lot of books that have to do with books, I guess, and I just picked this one up because it was cheap. So I don't know if you guys have read any of these, let me know. And then I bought 2 books on eBay for the first time. I should not have gone down that rabbit hole. I'm trying to cut back on how many books I buy off and online right now. I'm trying to be much more. I have so many books. I really don't need to buy a lot. And I knew I was going to these library book sales in the next month. So I knew I shouldn't be buying a lot. So, but both of these were ones I found on eBay that I've never found in person or any of my local bookstores, or even online for a cheap enough price, like on Amazon Marketplace or something. So, because I was really, I kind of wanted to read these, and I've been looking for them. So the first one is The Heir of Radcliffe. Radcliffe. I can't read. By Charlotte M. Young. Again, I've seen a lot about this from like Shawn the Book Maniac And I know some other people are reading it. And I don't know anything about it other than he really liked it. And it was a Victorian book. So I do have it. And the back doesn't really say much. So I have no clue. When I go to this, I'll probably be just pretty blind. But it's not, I didn't pay very much for it. But it, you know, the copy's okay. Like I paid like $5 or $6 for it. But at least I got a copy, you know. And then the other one I bought was actually a new copy online, but it was for really cheap, and that was Deerbrook by Harriet Martineau. And I know that a lot of people are reading this also because we saw it on Kate Howe last year, I believe. So I have been wanting to read this since then, and I've been looking for copies all year, couldn't find them, and then I made that choice to look at eBay, and I found a new copy, like a beautiful penguin copy, and I'm so glad I got this. So this one has to do with two sisters who come to this town, and it kind of how, I think things kind of are changed, or how their lives changed when they moved there. And I've been wanting to read this since she talked about it, so it probably won't be this Victober because I'm already overloaded, but I have it there for any time I want to read those. And then I did buy one book on Amazon Marketplace, and that is Icelander by Dustin Long. I think this was translated. Hold on. No, maybe not this one. No, this must not have been the one I was thinking of. No, I guess not. So all I know is that this is supposed to be kind of, they kind of say it's reminiscent of, someone told me it was like kind of like House of Leaves, but different. I don't know. Maybe not. It says, when Shirley McGuffin is found murdered one day prior to the annual town celebration in remembrance of our heroine's mother, the legendary crime stopper and evil thwarted Emily Bean, everybody expects our heroine to follow in her mother's footsteps and solve the case. I don't know. It just seems funny. It seems like it's supposed to be like a spoof. I think it's supposed to be like a spoof off of a Agatha Christie kind of mystery, but I don't know. I saw this online somewhere, and then I just ordered it that day, which I'm trying to stop doing that. But anyway. Then I have a couple books from Amazon. Of course, the first one is a new release, my 12th book in the Guild Hunter series by Nalini Singh. Of course, I was waiting with bated breath for this one all year. So this came out at the end of September. I think on the 24th, I think is what it was. But anyway, this was, again, number 12 in this series, so I can't tell you what's going on. This, again, is paranormal romance, urban fantasy series of a world that's like ours, except that it's ruled by archangels, and there are angels and vampires as well. And our main character is a guild hunter who is somebody who hunts down wayward vampires who don't want to be where they are. But again, the world, everything goes much more deeper, and the world, it's, you know, worldwide scenes and things like that. It's really awesome. Anyway, as I said, I just read this. I loved it. Recommend the series. Start with Angel's Blood. And again, one of my favorite authors. I also got To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. This is not connected with her Wayfarer series. I did just finally finish that in September. But I did get this, so it's a very short novella. It's like 150 pages. So I was hoping to get to this in September. I did not, just due to the fact of the books I picked up. But again, it has to do with, I think, some scientists that go on I think they're looking, I don't actually know. You know what? To be honest, I'm kind of going into this pretty blind because it's short. I just know it's not connected. It's supposed to be, you know, I think they're people from the 22nd century, so not too far in our future, but still into our future, so who knows. And then the last book I got was Women of the Dunes by Sarah Maine. I just read The House Between Tides and really enjoyed that, so this dropped in price dramatically, and I just picked it up. I just had to. So this one also takes place in Scotland. And something about legend of a 8th century Norse woman, and who got entangled with 2 brothers. Who knows? And then it's like her, and then it's the story like of her, like I don't know how it works. It's like there's a house or something. I don't know. You know, actually, again, I bought this like probably the first week of September. I don't actually remember. There's something about archaeology, and so I think it's like the old story and then the new. I'm pretty sure it's a 2 timeline thing of back in the day and then now in the area. So I don't know. We'll see. I just said I really enjoyed The House Between Tides, which also did the dual perspective, but that was in the same century. Like that was early 1900s and early 2000s. So this is a little different because it's a little farther back into history. But as I said, I really enjoyed her first book, and I'm really amped to pick her up. I would say she's kind of on the same thing, not the same level, but I meant like the same kind of type as Kate Morton, which I have not read yet, but like Susanna Kearsley and stuff like that. So anyway, so those are all the books that I bought that were not on my vacation, and that I mostly bought most of them online, but some of them at a bookstore, a book sale, and a library. So that is it for now. Have you guys read any of these books? Any of these books you think I should pick up sooner rather than later? Let me know. Did you pick up any really good books in September on your shopping? I'd be curious to know that. Not that I need any more books, but you never know. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.